What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I decided to recreate a look that I did for my birthday. It was on Thursday and I did take a little break. I'm sorry that I didn't post a video, but yeah, I did the eye look and the full face. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. For an eyeshadow primer, I did use my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade 2.5N. The first shade we're going to take out of the Urban Decay Wild West palette is this shade right here, Whiskey. Then I am going to be using my Morphe Times Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. This tiny little detailed brush just like this. I'm going to dip into Whiskey. Now this shade's going to go directly in our crease. And this, we're going to define our crease with this shade. And we're not blending the shade out at all, just at the moment. And then I'm placing Whiskey in my outer V as well. It can be a little messy, don't worry. But once we clean up the inner portion of our lid, everything will clean up just nicely. I just want this shade to be pretty deep. I can go with a little bit at a time because this shade is so pigmented that you can mess up very easily. Now to blend out Whiskey, I'm going to use my Times xoxo J1 brush and I'm going to use the shade Ghost Town. I am taking the shade, I am meshing the shade with Whiskey. Just so there's this gradient. And now I know this looks super scary, but trust the process. We're gonna use Nudie and Spur together. I'm gonna go ahead and mix those two shades together. And I am taking this on a Morphe Sweet Oasis brush. So this doesn't have any numbers on it, I'm sorry. It's just a smaller fluffy brush. I'm going to go around the edges and blend out the shade. I am taking a bit of Ghost Town again. I'm just adding the shade right here. I'm going back in with Nudie and Spur. And just have everything blend out. I am going in circular motions, blending the shade out. And then I do go back and forth as well. I'm gonna go back in and add a little bit more Whiskey in the outer edge. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use that same concealer that I used to prime my lid. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the inner portion of my crease. I just like to see where my fold hits. And then bring that down. I am gonna go ahead and use the shade of Hold 'Em. And then I am applying this with my finger first. Now I'm going to go in with a more detailed brush. This is from the Sweet Oasis collection with Morphe. And I'm just gonna get these corners right here. And now to mesh that shade with Whiskey, I'm gonna go ahead and take Rustler. Oops, sorry, it's the shade. And I'll be taking that with my finger and just blending it in between those lines I created. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out so we can finish up the rest of our face. The first thing I'm gonna do is prime our face. I am gonna be using the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I have been using this for a while now and I'm trying to figure out if I like it or not. I still very much prefer my L'Oreal Pore Diffusing Primer. I just feel like that works so good. I'm just trying to fill it out and just give it a fair shot before really deciding if I don't like it or not. I mean, it feels really nice on the skin. And the past couple of times I've used this primer, it has like made my skin feel really nice. And this is the primer that I used for my birthday as well. So I don't know, it looks nice, but I feel like there's cheap drugstore options that do the same thing. Now for foundation, I am going to go ahead and use my Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 210N. Once I picked up this foundation again, I can't stop using it. It's just such a great foundation. And I just get so lost in trying out other foundations that I forget about this one a lot. But this is honestly such a good one. Have you guys tried out this foundation yet? To blend that in my skin, I'm going in with my Love is the Foundation brush by It Cosmetics. They release this brush once a year during breast cancer awareness. I'm so sorry I didn't post on Thursday. It was my birthday and I did want to take a little break from filming and just spend it with my BF for a little bit until I had to go to work. So this is the exact makeup that I used for my birthday. And honestly, I loved how everything looked. Everything just looked so flawless. And instead of going with a very colorful look like I always do, I really wanted to do a bronzy look with a little bit of pop of color on the lower lash line. Okay, now that we did that, I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite concealer. This is the Forever Skin Correct from Dior. This is in the shade 2.5N. I'm gonna place this right here and right here. Make a little dome on my forehead. And to blend out that concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender. I'm just gonna dab this out. But yeah, I didn't really do much with on my birthday. I did end up going to my BF's aunt house and we ate Peruvian food because he is Peruvian. His family is. So we ate that and then afterwards I just went to work, which I'm okay with. To me, it's just like another day. But I did have a really good birthday. And when I came back from work that night, I think I got home like around 8. He had a little surprise for me. He had music playing and then he had bought hot wings and then got all my favorite stuff, some t-shirts because I love wearing t-shirts, balloons with my age, which I am now officially 26. And he just got all my favorite things and he got these really cute frames with him and my dog. So once I change up this room, I am gonna hang him behind me once I get my vanity. I have to do a video like that for you guys. I just don't know when that's gonna happen, but hopefully soon. Okay, I think I blended out way too much. I think I got distracted while talking to you guys. Set my concealer. Of course, I have to go and use my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. I use this in every single video. Every time I do my face, this is an essential powder for me. Just because I like to double set, so I use this powder as an initial setting powder, and then I go with my loose powder to bake under my eyes to further set everything and my oils won't come through as much. And then I have been trying out and testing out the Patrick Ta Face Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade She Sculpted. This is such a beautiful component. It's so pretty. And honestly, the contour shade in here is so nice. I do wish she had more shades because it is kind of confusing to see which one to get. But I like that there's the contour shade, which is a cooler tone, and then your warm tone bronzer. So far it's been working out for me. And then this brush is amazing. You guys will see. So all I have to do is like roll this brush in here. And that goes down. And then I go a little bit above my actual contour because I don't want it to drag down. And I just pat this in, and then I just go around my forehead. I like that this can also work as, you can go really thin, or to cover the surface of your forehead, I can flip it to the side, and voila, it gets my whole forehead. It's such a beautiful contour. Now I can go in and blend this out. Little to no effort, honestly, to blending out this contour. I still very much love my Huda Beauty Tantour bronzer. That's more a bronzer than a contour shade, but it's so pretty as well. I just like that this has a more cooler tone shade in it. And I am gonna go under my jaw. I think that's why I like this brush so much, because it just curves with your face. With my Sigma 3D HD Precision brush, I'm gonna go ahead and put that same contour shade on my nose. Not a lot, just a slight amount. Now to set down that contour shade, I am gonna use the bronzer that's in here. I love that's in 2-in-1. I'm gonna go ahead and set this shade. And I did switch over to a different brush. This is my Sigma Large Angle Contour F40. I've had this brush for so long and the name's already kind of rubbing off. I'm just gonna soften up this edge right here with my beauty blender. I am gonna go in with my Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in the shade Rose Romance. This blush is so pretty. I'm gonna dot this. And I know I already put powder on, but this blush honestly blends in with powder so nicely, so I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go in and blend it out with my beauty blender. Now I do want to glow, so I am going to use my Hollywood Beauty Light wand in the shade Spotlight by Charolette Tilbury. Also, you guys, I will be doing a Q&A, so feel free to comment down below if you have any questions for me. Please don't be shy. I will be answering them. And I know some of you already asked me some questions, so I already did screenshot them. So feel free to comment below. And now with my beauty blender, I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this highlighter. Okay, now that we did that, I'm gonna go ahead and set down that cream highlighter with my Jaclyn Hill loose highlighter in the shade Balm. Just because this shade is so pretty. And it does give you that really intense glow. I'm just gonna pour like maybe that amount. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll pour it a little bit in the cap. You don't wanna go too heavy-handed with this because it is so pigmented. Now I'm just adding this to the very, very tops of my cheeks right here. And I didn't set down that cream blush with anything else just because it doesn't really need to be set with anything. Look how pretty that glow is. Oh, I forgot, but I am using my Real Techniques setting brush. I just love this brush for any highlighter. It just makes everything blend so smoothly. So I was able to get my hands on the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Bourbon in a quite, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lip liners. So I'm happy about that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Pout Spoken Liquid Lip in the shade Confidence. These two together make a beautiful lip combo. All right, now that we did our face, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can finish up our lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, I didn't really go too crazy. I did wanna add like a pop of color, so I did use the shade Tex for my lower lash line. And I'm using that with my Morphe M455 brush, this pencil brush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add that right here, close to my lower lashes as much as possible. Blending brush like this. This is my JH40. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade, oops. Okay, so with that Sweet Oasis brush that we used to blend out Whiskey, I'm gonna use Nudie and Spur to blend out Tex, just a little bit, and then blend out this harsh line I created right here. I am gonna go back in with Text. Next up, I am gonna use a black eyeliner. This is the Master Mattes Pro Pencil in the shade Super Black by Mario. And I'm gonna line the upper and lower waterline. I am gonna curl my lashes. Mascara, I am going to use my Falsies Lash Lift by Maybelline. And then for inner corner highlight, I am going to use that same loose highlighter by Jaclyn Hill to highlight the inner portion of my lids. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my falsies and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this completes this look. I did use the Beauty Creations lashes in the style 1 mil. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out. And all right, you guys, this is the final look. I did use my Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. I am almost out of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you loved how this look came out. And I absolutely loved wearing this look for my birthday. It was so pretty and I had to recreate for you guys. So if you guys did like this look, please go ahead and give me a like, comment below, and also hit the subscribe button before you leave. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!